Hey everybody, I just wanted to make this quick Marvel Snap video. I think a lot of people are probably playing it or maybe tried to play it. Um, it's kind of freaking out because I made a macro from BlueStacks. I don't know if you play a lot of mobile games, you're probably familiar with BlueStacks. You can record a click macro, and so I made one for it to try and complete my missions in Snap. Um, I'm just gonna let this run in the background, and I'll kind of talk about it for a little bit. I don't know if you ever run up against that Scotland in Marvel Snap, you should just snap like a lot because you're probably gonna win because I have just this macro playing the game for me. So you can see over here, I used it before for Raid Shadow Legends, which I thought was a pretty good game. And so I just used it for this Marvel Snap. So I'm gonna hit play. It loops through 10 times. So the idea is I just tell it to play. It runs 10 times in the background. I don't have to watch it. You can have it minimized, and it just kind of tries to play through games, mostly just to complete quests. I've seen it win once that I know, but it can complete quests pretty easy. The main idea is Quicksilver, you're guaranteed to get it on turn 1. So I have the click macro dropping it. I also have some other click and movements around to try and, in case it couldn't play that card in that area for whatever reason. And then, after turn 4, the game ends. So is one of the things that popped up. And then I have Domino. You're guaranteed to draw that on turn 2. So then the macro kind of knows where to draw. And I clicked and tried to drag cards into all the spaces in case there's a location that doesn't let me play for whatever reason. And so, I mean, this is all it is. It just clicks, it grabs cards, it tries to place cards in all locations. After it's tried to drop a card in each location, then it goes to turn end and clicks. I should try and, you can see it's trying to pick up other cards and drop them. But just in case, for whatever reason, I couldn't drop that first card, it goes to another card and tries to drop it. I mean, it's stupid, but right now in Marvel Snap, you can just, you don't have to win to finish quests. You don't have to do anything special. You can see I dropped a card in the middle, and now it's trying to drop other cards. I think in my macro, I always try and drop the card in the middle first, just in case Mr. Fantastic hits, actually. So the odds of that happening are pretty low. I'm probably playing against another bot, honestly. I've never watched the thing live like this before. And so my macro, it doesn't know what to do I mean, this is pretty cool, actually, that we could see it win. And it's still going to try and play the game out, play on turn 5, and play on turn 6. So you can see it's kind of clicking around. The macro doesn't know what to do exactly because the game usually doesn't end. So it got to turn 6, it clicked end, and then it should click next and then play another game. So it'll queue up another game. So the reason I did this is I think Marvel Snap's pretty cool. I like Marvel stuff. I actually I have a good amount of comics, but playing this makes me want to get more comics. I think it's a really good advertisement for comics. You can see the macros trying to click around. I can see the well, I wonder how long this is gonna do this. Maybe it'll just freeze here. At the top you can't see it, but it says it's repeated 1 time, so it's gonna count through 10 times. I'm confused kind of watching this. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good game. For me, my favorite part about playing card games is building new decks. To me, that's the fun thing. So we can see it clicked next. It should, and I finished a couple missions. That's the whole point of this, just run through my missions. Because once in a while I'll play, because it is pretty fun to play, but like I said, for me, building decks is what's the most fun, and collecting cards in this, it seems pretty slow. And your decks are really only 12 cards, so you don't have a huge collection of like 200 or 300 cards. The collection overall is pretty small, so um, I want to build the collection, but I don't want to play building the collection up because for me the fun is making new decks, like theory crafting and things like that. So for me the game isn't particularly like fun yet, and um like every streamer I watch says like, like just play this to have fun. So like right now it's not that fun for me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna have a some kind of robot play my games. I really don't care if I win or lose. There's like a cube ranking system, and as far as I know, the cubes really don't like have any value except to rank up. So like if you don't care about ranking up, then like you could lose 8 cubes or win 8 cubes every time. It really doesn't matter. Um, so yeah, I just let it play, and then complete my missions. I'll play like a couple games once in a while if there's a weird mission that the bot can't beat. But basically, you just download BlueStacks. You download the Marvel Snap game. It's a phone emulator, and then you just kind of record your steps. I use Domino because you're guaranteed to draw it on turn 2, and Quicksilver you're guaranteed to draw it on turn 1. Then on the last turn, there's a card that you're guaranteed to draw on the last, so I can play that. Like this person snapped, like they can obviously tell that, or they're gonna win, and like, yeah. So if you see me just like snap, because it's not even trying, it's just like some silly bot stuff. I don't really care about my rank at this point anyway. I'm not spending any of my what are they called? I'll show it after this game. I'll stop the macro. There's some kind of resource that helps you unlock cards, and then as you spend that resource, you level up this like ladder, like Mortal Kombat, is what it reminds me of, and then you unlock new cards, and each like tier that you reach, you get more cards available. But I don't want to get to the new tier. You can see it. Oh, okay, America Chavez. Um, so that's the guaranteed to draw every turn. And you can see the macros trying to place more cards in case something weird happened. And then eventually I'll just hit end. They should snap again. They know they're pretty far ahead. I don't know why they didn't. I think they could have, or maybe they can't. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. So I guarantee whoever's playing this is like, this is because this is even worse. There's like bots that are in the game, and this is even worse than the bots. But you see, like I lost. I still level up points in this Captain America card. You still get everything even if you lose, as long as you're just playing through games. So maybe I'll let it play one more time. It was pretty funny to see it win. I guess this video is not going too long. The nice thing about Marvel Snap is the games are really short, and you can play. So you can like play a lot of games. Like you don't feel bad losing really, but I don't feel that good for winning either. Like you can see, and I'm like silver rank. I'm like not very high. I think after like 5 days of like playing, like doing my dailies, I was like, I'm just gonna have this macro play, and it's probably like if I get banned or whatever. I mean, I don't, I don't know. If you want to report it for not trying hard and giving free wins and cubes away, I guess you can. But I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. I thought I'd make this. The program's called BlueStacks. It's free to download. It's just a Android emulator. And then once you start using it, it's just like using your phone. You can download applications and start, use it like a phone, but it's on your computer. When I play, normally I play on my phone for a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily like. I really don't know how I feel about it. I ask like everyone, like if my friends, if they played it. No one's playing it really. Like everyone's into paper cards more and not digital as much. Even though I like want these, like I wouldn't spend any money. I really don't want to spend any time either. That's why I have this. Um, so yeah, it just kind of does does its thing. Um, it takes less than 15 minutes, I think, to run through the whole like 10 macros, 15 or 20. I literally just hit play and walk away. Sometime I'm gonna let it play for like 100 games and see what happens. Maybe I'll just like record it, let it play on its own. Um, it's interesting to watch to see what it tries to do, and then it clicked on that Hulk because it was trying to drop a card there, but it didn't have a card in its hand or whatever. Um, what turn is it? Yes, I don't know. It's pretty. I'm kind of having fun watching it. I'll let it go for a couple more minutes. I know this is probably super boring. If you want to like know more um, about it, or like anything, just like leave a comment. Let me know what you want to know or what you want to see. Um, I can make some more information. It's not complicated at all. It's literally click on a card, try and drag it into each spot, then click on another card, try and drag it into each spot, and then just hit next or end your turn. And it tries to do that. The reason I have the Quicksilver, Domino, and America Chavez is because um, you don't have to you kind of know those cards are going to be there, so it's a little easier for the macro to run. But I should make one where I just like snap all the time. So here it kind of clicked somewhere weird. It doesn't know what to do. So I might not. Oh, there. I was gonna say it might not even play the next card. It seems like there's one less card in my hand from that Sword Master, so the macro might not even click where it needs to. It's just gonna end turn. um, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like when I feel like even though the cool thing when you first download this, you're gonna win every single game. I think because you're playing against bots most of the time, and your deck it really only has um uh like you only have a certain amount of cards, and the bots don't like try and win exactly. So yeah, that's basically it. Let me know what you think. Um, I don't know. I don't know about the game. It's all right. It's not like I don't particularly have a ton of fun with it. I think I'll have a little fun if I get more collection, but I don't know if it's worth the time other than letting this run. You still get if you just let your macros run for like a few months, you'll probably have a lot of the cards. Um, yeah, but for me, like building decks is fun. So you only have like 20 cards at the beginning, and you use 12 card decks. There's not a ton of variation because some cards are not that good, and you may only have one or two cards in a certain spot, like a 3-drop or a 4-drop. So um, yeah, I don't know. It's been out like 3 or 4 months, so there's some people that have a lot, like most of the cards. And then if you're new, you just won't have a lot, but you don't have to play against people. Actually, I'll show that. You only have to play against people in your pool, and I think 220 is so you're in pool 1 or 0 at the beginning, and then you spend these. You get this collection level by like powering up cards, and so once I get to 220 or somewhere past that, then I'll be in like pool 2, and I'll have more cards available, and then I'll play against other people who have those cards. And then when you get to like pool 3, then you'll play against people that have pool 3 cards. So I'm just staying in pool 1 or 0 or whatever, the first one, for a long time until I unlock a lot of stuff. You get this resource, I don't know what it's called, and you use this to like level up cards, like make them more rare. And when you do that, you get these collection level points. So I don't want to do that. because I want to stay at my collection level. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of farming. I don't know what whatever the cap is on these blue things, then I'll stop. And you get credits free like every day or every 8 hours. Um, so you don't even have to play this to level up if you just use the macro, because you can use these free points. And you have your daily quests will get completed with the macro. You get free stuff all the time. So I always would joke with my friends, like, my favorite game to play is one that I don't have to. So for that, I don't have to play this, so I like it right now. Um, I don't know. I think everyone should give it a try. If you're like hardcore, like card gamer, you're really into like building decks and things like this. There's a ton of work of labor that you have to do to get to that point, and like to me, that's not fun. Uh, but you can that's why stay in pool one and just like win a bunch. You'll win like 90% of your games uh, at the beginning. I don't know. This has gone on over 15 minutes. I'm just gonna stop here. Take it easy. If, yeah, like I said, if you have questions, let me know. We'll bug you guys later.